This morning, while Rachel was organizing our papers for nomination for UPC candidate in a city seat, she made a very interesting discovery. As you know, you're entering the details of your voter details or your name number. Out that Honorable Betty, who despite changing her voting location from Moyam to Lira City, where it was witnessed by thousands, it was covered also in the media, we found that Honorable Betty's name is not on the current register for Lira City.
MUSEVENI is continuing to fight AKENA and his wife. We all know one of the silent powerhouse in the opposition politics is Jimmy AKENA. Why am I saying the opposition politics? Because it's a party in the opposition which MUSEVENI wants to devour when he appointed the first lady of the UPC in cabinet. And he has bragging rights that they are working with the UPC. Now, MUSEVENI is one of the people who you may not just take his word. As he wanted to devour UPC, is now also bringing on some issues of blocking AKENA from running as president, but also blocking his way from running as a member of parliament, because AKENA is using some scheme of trying to grip the Lango sub-region. And I keep on telling opposition politicians that if you want to sit on the table, first galvanize your home turf so that you can bring at least 70% of the representation and support. In that way, we can combine and use the support to put a General Museveni. So, this scheme was used, and it was AKENA came out to reveal that his name is missing on the national register and that of his wife. And ladies and gentlemen, if your name misses on the register, you cannot be eligible to run for office. In fact, let me first play the tape of Jimmy AKENA before I proceed. Here is the tape.
I want to apologize. Time I told this press up to the morning, but it will be clear as I get into the detail. This morning, while Rachel was organizing our papers for nomination for UPC candidate in a city seat, she made a very interesting discovery. As you know, you're entering the details of your voter details or your name number. Out that Honorable Betty, who despite changing her voting location from Moyam to Lira City, where it was witnessed by thousands, it was covered also in the media, we found that Honorable Betty's name is not on the current register for Lira City. If that was not troubling enough, we went further to cross-check, and equally, my name is not on the register. This is the online voter locator system.
So, first of all, what AKENA is saying is, one, he looked for his name and that of his wife when it's not on the register. And it means if you're not on the register, you cannot run for office. What Jimmy AKENA is trying to do to balkanize the Lango sub-region in order to remove General Museveni is good for the opposition if they can put together the forces. If AKENA can grab the Lango sub-region together with Robert Chaglo in the central and Busoga, and maybe someone in another region, can remove General Museveni. However, if you run an election and you fail to galvanize your home turf, now it becomes that General Museveni will have an upper hand. So what AKENA is fighting for, it is a scheme that can prevent him from running to office or to engage in politics. It is the truth, because the laws are, if you're not on the national register, you cannot run. Okay, let's continue with AKENA.
Taking our registration, I cross-checked, my name was there. And of course now we're going to the Honorable Betty in that polling station. But as of now, as of this morning, our names no longer appear. When we went further into the details, our campaign manager, who is also the UPC candidate for the mayor position for River City East Division, name is also not on the register. I contacted many of my candidates, and largely most of them appear as UPC members and others who may be concerned, who intend to contest for the 2026 election, to cross-check. Because it is for me in the same polling station for 4 elections, and I don't just vote for presidential and parliamentary. I have voted for the district election, I have voted for the municipal election, I have voted for in River City. But as of today, in September of 2025, my is disappeared. I have asked my team to follow up. I've also asked through them to get the full register for River City, so that we can go through step by step to work out why and how names can disappear from the register. I don't want to speculate on how and why, but it is perturbing and disturbing at this stage of the process to have high-profile names no longer able to appear on the online process. I honestly believe, as we head to the 2026 election, as Ugandans, we deserve something better. This process has got its ups and downs. I honestly hope and pray that the people of Uganda will be able to hear from their candidates and make the decision at the ballot box. I hope and pray we're not going to have.
So actually, that is AKENA complaining already. And this thing can affect you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not on the national register, you cannot run for office. You cannot vote. Remember, there's something that happened tomorrow after they had gone into, I think, IPC, if I'm not mistaken, wanted to run as MP for Gulu municipality. And the name was off the register, so he missed out on standing. Okay? So these machinations can be used against opposition leaders. Remember, even in the 60s, when they were fighting the opposition, they would remove people from the register so that they could not run. So what AKENA is fighting for is true, because it has never happened to Mao. Okay? So the machinations, for me, I keep on telling people that as a person who wants MUSEVENI to go, if at all everyone can replicate, those who cannot galvanize a lot of support in the whole country, like Bobby Wine, if anyone can galvanize his own area, like the way what Nandala Mafari did in the Eastern, then it can be good. MUSEVENI can be taken away. Okay? But my problem is, if MUSEVENI comes and wins you in your home turf like what he did to Amulet, then it becomes a problem. But other than that, everyone must galvanize his forces, because charity begins at home. You first get the support from your home area before you go on to sell your agenda. Other than Bobby Wine, who may be crosses in different regions, but some people must galvanize their own area so that the support can be combined to take MUSEVENI home. Of course, that's my opinion. Thank you very much for listening in. I remain yours truly, Mr. Makinde, Kabyesula Emmanuel Mawagali, the next MP for Makinde East constituency. I'll see you on another one. Peace.
Yes, Kabyesula Emmanuel Mawagali. I am putting in my request to fly the NUP flag high in Makinde East constituency, so that I can represent the great people of Makinde East. Nkomyewo omulundi ogwokubiri n'obwongo nga bwesera nga busera. Ebiwandiiko byange mbirese bibino.
one of the